Hello, everybody. We recently reached 300 subscribers and have decided to do another giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be subscribed, comment on any of our 2022 videos telling us what your favorite video of the new year so far is and what kind of videos you want to see in the future. We will be giving away a couple cold foil promo heroes. We have one cold foil Icelander.
We've also got one cold foil Data Doll, as well as one cold foil KO Berserker Runt.
The giveaway will last for the month of March 2022, with the prizes being raffled in April. Thank you for your continued support. Hope to see you all at the Pro Tour in May. Bye for now. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Spark of Genius Flesh and Blood production. We're coming with another Blitz Best of 3 series here. So our recent Blitz tier list went out a little while ago, and we had a couple heroes on there that were a little bit higher than people expected, a little bit lower than people expected, maybe. Nothing crazy as far as like puts and takes for like our rationale, but we're here to bring a couple of the. I think we rated Bravo. Should we spoil it? No, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm gonna say we rated them highly. We rated Bravo and Viserai pretty highly on the scale. Not like the best of the best of the best, but probably could be with the right pilot and the right list and the right meta. As of every deck in every situation, I feel we have to put that big ass asterisk on there. So
fair enough. This
is kind of the matchup we're gonna play here. This Bravo list, both lists will be available in the description. If you do like our content, feel free to leave us a like, subscribe for notifications, enter our giveaway, comment what's your favorite video. Maybe it's this one. Maybe this is all you've been waiting for us. Like from the very day one, you just wanted to see this matchup. Maybe not. With that, I'm gonna be. My name is Eric. I'm joined by Rob, my co-creator, co-commentator, co-caster, co-compatriot, soon to be co-hotel room compatriot, onto that co-compatriot, cohabitant in a hotel room in Pro Tour. But
Pro Tour, yeah, we're talking about New Jersey.
yeah, New Jersey. Not in like, no, we're not in the same region here.
We're not moving together in a hotel. No, that's not what he meant.
That would be self-fab rent hotel room forever. No, it's gonna be hype, and I'm gonna be piloting the Bravo. Rob's gonna be on his Viserai tempo list here. The list will be available in the description. As a reminder, these are template lists. They're fairly consistent. They're fairly good lists in my kind of experience. But for whatever meta you happen to be seeing a lot of a different hero, you might want to add different cards here and there. We're going to talk a little bit about a couple of key cards we found in the matchup. They're going to look a little bit, you might not agree with them, but that's perfectly okay. We're just going to highlight a couple of things we think might be important in the matchup. So on the Bravo side, we have Command and Conquer, staple bread and butter. There's a reason why this card's so expensive. Hopefully a reprint comes eventually and makes this card a little bit more affordable.
I'm wondering if like in the new decks they're gonna reprint that card.
I feel like maybe, but I feel like all the value is like inherently just towards the fact it's such a big product. We're gonna talk about it later. I'm not gonna get into the products now. So CNC just extremely good at pressuring the arsenal, which Viserai loves 5-card hands, just like any other aggro deck. Really doesn't like to block. One of those cards that kind of puts that ultimatum on, and there's a lot of good cards that Rob can have in the arsenal. He probably wouldn't arsenal blue cards very much in Blitz because it could just lose you the game, unlike in CC. Sometimes you just do it anyways. So generally we'll be like targeting something decently strong. Rob is rocking like the full armor suite, so we might need to buff this card up with our second key card. I'm going to move this over here. Pommel. So we run the reds, run the blues. It's a very important card in being able to on hit, take a card off the attack action and just get over Rob's armor suite, especially on the CNC, but even on like cards like Spinal Crush and other Crush cards, able to get over that hump and hit those on hits to make him take a turn off. This deck doesn't have a ton of threats. Threat density is decent, but because this deck has no sideboarding and Blitz, you have to consider other matchups in the meta like Kano, which who run less blues, you could get just blazed out, right? So it's Blitz. That's just kind of how it is. It's kind of how the deck is built to be better against a wider variety here. The last card is Spinal Crush. So Spinal is just the most efficient card and the most punishing to Viserai because Viserai does need go again for its wide turns. Viserai is predominantly a go wide deck. And so this card, if it lands, it's able to really stymie the ability for Rob to keep up that tempo plan, which is going to be his main goal. Because in Blitz, you could try to OTK. It's just against Bravo, it just doesn't work. You can't really OTK Bravo because you set up like a 5 card massive dominated crush with a pummel, and like Spinal Crush definitely one of those tools able to push above and beyond in the matchup. Regular kind of armor suite with the Null Rune boots is what we're going to choose to put the Null Rune on. Craterfest Tech Skull Cap gives you that 6 that magical 6 block that helps you kind of take a lot of the bigger hits that if you need to block like CNC, if they are running CNC. In this particular case, Viserai probably not, but this will be very useful to block with like a card from hand and a piece of armor, card from hand, piece of armor, blah, 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 blah. Keeping the Nothos for that consistent pressure. Shield, Ram's Head is in the build. Stalagmite. I actually don't remember if Stalagmite's in the build, but Ram's Head is in the build. Not really going to go long enough, I don't think, in the Viserai matchup, so that's kind of the loadout I've chosen. And off to Rob for the Viserai side.
Sounds good. Yeah, on the Viserai side, we are kind of going a very tempo build, as it probably should be in this kind of meta. I'm going to indicate that Plunder Run is one of my key cards because I pretty much forgot that in Blitz this is legal still. So for anyone wondering, you can still run Plunder Run, which is an excellent card in Viserai. Next, we have a few cards here that are more on the kind of on-hit tempo side in Consuming Volition and Meet and Greet, hoping to disrupt his 5-card hands if he so chooses to keep them, and it'll be very punishing if he does. So yeah, 2 very tempo-oriented cards that will get go again and threaten a lot of good on-hits. Then we have Reduce the Rune Chant because Dominate is a thing in Bravo, so not against CNC and Pummel, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to watch out about that, but pretty much anything else, arsenaling this card is going to be pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Rosetta Thorn, again, the only weapon that you'd probably want to choose.
The only Runeblade weapon, period. No, just kidding.
Exactly. For now, anyway. Yeah. And as Eric did mention, I am running quite a bit of armor here in Skullcap, Skeleton. Try to combo that with Sonata, probably. Grasp and Spellbound Creepers for 1 armor. Probably won't use it for 1 armor, but, it's still there if I need it. And yeah, pretty much it.
Yeah, so I think this matchup is going to come down to if I can get my early crush dominate kind of cycle going, if I can get a lot of good heaves, a lot of good hoes, but it's really a matter of getting the right kind of aggression early and being able to like buy some time to set up these bigger turns and hoping Rob is not getting the nuts early, which is possible, like the revels and the swarming. Super possible, not much you can do about it in Blitz, but that's going to be the game plan anyways. I think this is a little bit Viserai favored, but I think it's probably slightly Viserai favored just because of the amount of pressure that Viserai can put out here. So I rolled a 6. I don't know what you rolled. 7. Wow. So
that is the theme here in dice rolling.
Once again,
Rob +1. Rob equals Eric +1.
We're just doing a bit of a math lesson here on top of a Flesh and Blood showcase here.
I'll go first, I think.
Yeah. Generally okay. Bravo can be okay going first. However, if you go first and your hand is just like hot garbage and then you have like all blues, you swing the hammer past, then it's a pretty rough game. So I'm okay with going second here into Viserai. Usually both of these heroes want to go first every time.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do Mob Skies into a Swarming. So creating 1 Rune Chant. Swarming will gain go again off of that, I believe.
Yep.
So it's going to be 3 on hit, create a Rune Chant.
Yep.
Create 2, I'm sorry, with Mob Skies yellow.
I'll just block for 3.
Yep. Full block, sounds good. I'm going to... Should have created the Rune Chant first. I kind of misplayed there, but that's okay. I'm just going to pitch 3
it could have been
to use
4.
the Grasp. It could have been Grasp and Rosetta, but
yeah,
a little misplay there. I'll go to 2 and then Arsenal card, passing it to you.
Oh, interesting. He's not going to Rosetta. That's terrifying.
Well, I have to pay 3 for Grasp. I would have Rosetted.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Had I had that extra resource, yeah. I just forgot I needed the extra there, but that's okay.
No, that's fair. Hand is not bad. It's probably not ideal. At least I do have a threat, so I will have to kind of play it out. I'm going to be pitching Staunch Response for Terror Sunder.
Oh, nice.
Able to gain +1, and if it hits, discard 2 cards. So really,
So a
putting
card
on
pretty much
that.
going to be fishing out my armor here.
Yeah, trying to get his armor because he needs to. So essentially, like I'll pitch another blue for a Nothos, so I'll be able to come in for 7, 7 dominate if it hits discard
Yeah.
2, and the 7 is not like he can't. We're at 20, meaning I'm gonna get probably armor in a card, possibly 2
Yeah.
cards, which is pretty good.
Oh, that's fair. Yep. So we'll block with blue shrill,
Mm-hmm.
and so you said it was 7, so we're
Yeah.
just gonna go with grasp and skeleton here. Full block
Yep.
7.
That's fair. I'll
Yep.
arsenal
Letting that
card.
hit too much of a downfall. Discarding 2 is huge. I'd rather use armor here.
Yeah, discarding 2 is just like never a good idea. Well, unless you're Prism and you just like you just go faster kind of thing.
You just kind of instant it out, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So let's play a Sting from hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'll then play Revel, creating 5 more rune chance, going to 7.
You didn't play a attack action.
Um, sorry.
I
It's been
gotcha.
a minute since I played that card. Sorry about that. Yes, you're right.
Being a hot minute.
100% right. Let's start it off with a meet and greet.
Yeah.
So,
to be fair,
we're gonna
Rob
be
is Rob is a little under the weather, so
a little bit. So if my plays are a little worse than usual, that's my excuse.
that's your
I've got an
excuse.
excuse.
All right.
Here we go. So it's gonna be meet and greet. Coming in now for 2 rune chance plus the 1 extra arcane from Sting. So 3 sources of 1, and then 4 physical.
I will block 3.
Okay.
3 arcane.
Mhm.
Now I have a choice here. You have 1 card in hand, 2 cards in hand.
I've got 2 left. Yeah.
You have no floating. You do have floating?
I have no floating. I did not pitch a single. Oh,
You need a pitch for
did
me?
I not pitch? I'm sorry. I would have pitched. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I got
no,
2
that's
floating.
fair.
Yes. That would have been from meet and greet.
Right, you have 2 floating for meet and greet. So 1 card in hand, 2 floating. Could
Yeah. Rune chant
Rosetta
from Viserai.
put possibly creepers? I'm kind of okay with the creepers here. So my consideration is whether I want to block with armor or not.
This was in Arsenal, by the way. I'm sorry.
Okay.
The card that I had, yeah, it was Arsenal.
Okay.
I was like 3 mistakes in 1 turn right there. They cancel out, right?
Yeah, that's how this game works.
The more mistakes you make, the better the play is.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Well.
4 physical, pretty much. The go again is not happening unless I creepers. So
Yeah, if you creepers, that'd be pretty decent here, but I'm kind of okay with that because I can actually just break it if I wanted to.
fair. Yeah, you can just pitch your whole hand, block out the arcane.
No, you get it from Rosetta, I think.
That is true.
I think I'm actually just going to block this out with plating and fist, and the reason is, you don't have that many on hits in the deck, and that's kind of one of the ones that actually like produces extra value. So I'm gonna block out for 4.
Okay, sounds good. I will use the creepers as an instant here. I will be playing the Revel now
Yep.
after the attack and non-attack. So I'm gonna create with that it's gonna be 5 more, going to 6.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll spend the last resource on Rosetta. So it will be 6 rune chance plus the 2 arcane from Rosetta. So 6 instances of 1, 1 instance of 2, and then 2 physical. And the creepers will get a counter.
I think I'm gonna. So I have a spinal in hand. So the consideration is keep 2 blues and tectonic spinal, but I have to take 10 to do so. And it's not really something like with Bravo, you can't really expect to always have hands with tempo in it. And so taking 10 to like come back for 9 is just not something I really want to do. So I will be blocking 6 arcane with 2 more blues.
Sure. So there's 2 more now with the Rosetta.
I will be taking the 2 because I don't have null 2.
Right.
Possibly
So
could have gotten it by
arcane
like
anyway.
by putting arcane lantern and helmet.
But if it's just Rosetta, it's not a big.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm
big
gonna
deal,
block
I
with
guess.
a Spinal Crush to block the
So
physical.
that was pretty much full block there. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think that's fine. It's just a matter of like this matchup's gonna be like, well, I gotta wait for like a more off turn because
Yeah,
I mean it's a pretty strong turn, but I'm just gonna draw and pass.
sounds good. Yeah. Ooh.
That's an interesting hand.
Yeah, this hand is also quite interesting. Um, let's play Sting
Yep.
into an E strike, and I will bottom a card for +2. So it's gonna be for 7. So one arcane and
one and
7.
seven.
Yeah. If the arcane does go through, though, I do keep creepers, which is a
Yeah,
consideration.
there's definitely a consideration. I'm not like super concerned with the Easter egg.
Yeah, the main consideration really is the arcane here. It is just 1, which means he has to probably commit a blue card for this, which might be a bit much if I'm ending my turn after this. So I don't have any resources, so I can't really pitch to use creepers and then
Yeah,
play a card.
yeah,
So
which is kind of the consideration. Do I want to break creepers or not?
yeah,
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just going to take the one arcane.
okay. So I'm
And
pretty happy with that. And 7.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna block for 3 and take 4 here.
Okay, you got it.
Uh,
I'll
I,
arsenal a card.
I could always use armor, but no on hit. Not really super concerned.
Yeah, E6 just going to be for the damage here.
Mm-hmm. On my turn, I'll start off by activating Tectonic Plating, pitching a Rouse the Ancients. So I have 2
Okay.
floating. I will then be pitching a Cranial Crush to come in with Spinal Crush. So I had the other Spinal in hand. This isn't dominated. I don't have floating. I have 1 card in Arsenal. There was something to be said by keeping the Debilitate to then use Rouse the Ancients, because I could have easily presented the additional cost, 13 or more, and coming in for 7 and then 6 with the Nothos. The problem is there's no on hit, so Rob just shrugs it off and comes back with a 5-card hand, which is just not the play. It's just not something I really want to be doing in this matchup. And this one will help me set up with the Seismic. He can't not block this because he needs Go Again to keep his deck kind of going. E-Strike is like, once I saw the E-Strike, he only has the 2, and that's like one of his best 1-card hands that he has, like a 2-card hand, but like a 1-attack hand. Right. And so the chance of him having another one is quite low, so I think he would probably try to block this.
Yeah, so you have no floating, right?
No floating.
Just kind of assessing if a pummel is possible here, but it is not. So
yeah, and also the other consideration when you have no Rob has no Rune Chant, so there's less of a chance that he can get an efficient reduce block off this. Still possible, but less likely.
Right. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead with a full 9 here from hand.
That's fair.
Full block.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
That
I did give up one of my Gloom Veils though, but
yeah, but like you can't like once you allow this to happen, and then the tempo swing could be quite hard. That is my second Spinal. However, I just kind of have to hope that I can get some CNCs coming through here.
Yeah. You don't run Crippling, right?
Oh, I run Crippling. Of course I run Crippling.
I do. Okay.
Yeah, Crippling would also be good. Crippling would also be good.
Yeah. You never gave any love to Crippling?
Nope.
It's
too expensive.
I will pretty much just pitch for the Grasp here, creating 1 Rune Chant. Choice now whether or not to attack with Rosetta. The thing is, if I do now attack with Rosetta, I have a chance of keeping creepers alive, which I think is probably better than just keep banking the Rune Chant. So I think I will. I've convinced myself into it. I'll just attack with the Rosetta. So 1 Rune Chant, 2 physical. If this does go through, keep creepers.
No, that's fair. I think it's pretty reasonable. Again, it's kind of awkward, as Rob mentioned, for me to block it.
Yeah, if there is a blue that if you only have blues, it's kind of rough.
I do have a blue. I'll be blocking the
He's
arcane.
committing to breaking the... Okay, we got it.
Yeah, I will take the 2 off the Rosetta.
Gotcha. Are you at 11, really? I wasn't paying attention.
Revel is a hell of a drug.
It is.
Well, why am I...
Right.
Oh, E-Strike. I'm off. Because of the E-Strike turn, I took 4.
You took 4, that's right.
And I took the Arcane, so I took 5. I was at 16, I think. Because I took 2 from your Arcane earlier from the Rosetta, too.
That's right. Good point. All right, yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, I'm at 11. Pretty funny. Seismic Surge pops. So I could either create another seismic and come in with my card in hand, or I can try to bait out a pummel. Both of which are pretty good ideas because he has a arsenal card, so there is something under threat. I'm gonna decide to threaten the pummel here, so I'm gonna play disable with 2 floating. It's a yellow disable, comes in for 2. If it does do 4 or more, your arsenal card goes to the bottom of the deck. So this is kind of like that pseudo third CNC, essentially, that you can't run, but you can because it's
You,
disable.
you said comes in for 2, right? You didn't mean that, right? So how much does it
No, it
come in
comes in
for?
for 8. Comes in for 8.
For 8.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
If
yeah.
it deals 4 or more, your arsenal goes to the bottom. No, I said I
Yeah.
had two floating. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I heard
Yeah,
come in for 2.
it's okay.
Maybe it's just my
We're all sickening.
it's my cold speaking for me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, well that's rough. So a pummel would be absolutely disgusting here, but I think I can't really overblock this. So I think I will be going for just kind of avoiding crush at this point.
Just ABP. Always be pummeling.
Yeah, exactly. So it is 8. Let's go ahead and block for 5,
Sure.
and I'll pass it to you.
He's blocking for 5. I definitely have it.
Yeah,
Uh,
okay.
it's only a blue though, so if you have a reduce, you can use
Mm,
it, which I'm also okay with because you have no rune chance. So
that is true, yes.
if you're using
I'm
reduce, I'm
pitching for it.
actually totally okay with that. So
No,
this
so
is
this is
now
actually
coming in
the
for 10,
yeah. I'm not blocking any further, so I'm taking 5. I will lose the arsenal.
and
Bottom of the deck, right?
bottom of the deck, and then one
And
card of your
discarding 1.
choice. Yeah, from the
Yeah,
pummel.
perfect. Yeah, this is rough because I have 2 good cards in my hand. I'm discarding Sonata.
Ooh, I'll take it.
Yep.
Once,
So
so
this
one Sonata down, one
one
Gloomveil
Sonata
down.
down. I still have another one. One Sonata, one Gloomveil, one Revel.
You used
No
a Gloomveil
Mordred
turn 1,
yet.
so you have no Gloomveils
Oh,
left.
I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. You are right.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Just double checking.
Yep, no Gloomveil. One Revel still. And knee strike.
All right, over
Okay,
to you.
nice. Yeah, that was good. I'll arsenal my card, pass it to you. Yeah, I knew that even if I misplayed there a little bit, I still had a card to arsenal, which was okay. But it was hard to get over the if I block enough for a blue pummel, you could have a red one. So I'm not going to block that much. I
Yeah,
think
you could easily
it's
have
really hard to
that.
play against.
That could have easily been a red. So that's like a fair play. Um, all right. I mean, I don't think I need to think too much about it. I think I'm just going to Bravo,
Mm,
and then crippling, pitching 9.
nice.
This deck runs
Yeah.
like a fair amount of blues. So it's not super unreasonable to just pump out the crippling. I don't. None of these cards I really love in the arsenal. Like I could run another blue pummel, but then I don't know. I don't have a seismic up to just. If I had a seismic up to pitch 6, play the crippling, and arsenal the pummel, that might actually just be the play there. Because it just gives me that arsenal slot. However, I don't have that discount, so I'm just gonna have to. And I have no cards in hand, so I can't threaten another pummel. So I might as well just dominate it.
Mm, yeah, fair enough. So coming in for 11 dominated.
Yep.
I pretty much have to. So I discard 2 cards of my choice, right? Just making sure.
Yes, if you no random. This
Oh,
is
it is
random.
random.
Yeah, this
It's
is
random.
random.
Okay.
Yeah, this is random.
Okay. So let's hope to keep this one card in my hand. I'm gonna block for 3 with a Spellblade.
Hmm.
Now I definitely can't block with armor here because I can't get over the. I would have needed 8 block total, so I don't have 5 armor here to block. So I think I'm just gonna take the rest of it. So I believe it's 8.
Yep, down to 7.
Okay. So I've got
Late,
3
late.
cards. You can pick one for me to keep. So
Mm.
left, one,
Oh
two,
man.
three.
Oh man, he really put his
This
finger
is
on that left
intimidating.
card photo. I'm gonna
I
take the
should have
card
shuffled
out.
them.
I'm gonna take the card in the middle. Yeah, you can keep.
Okay. So I keep this.
What did I get?
So you got these 2.
Rune Flash and Blue Oath. Okay, neither of those are probably the ones you cared about, so that's
I
not
got the
good.
card I wanted
That's
to
not
keep.
good. Well, I tried.
But you know what? I can't even play it this turn, so
Okay, well, it's probably like another like high
hopefully
threat
next
card
turn.
kind of thing. Yeah. So I'll draw up and pass to you.
Well, the thing is, if he gets one more dominate, I'm still kind of safe, I guess. So, anyway, I'm done my turn, so I'll just draw up. That was very disruptive. I had a pretty good hand going into that. Very sad.
That's fair.
I'm hoping like he doesn't have an attack threat this game, or sorry, this turn.
This
This
game,
game, yeah.
definitely have it this
That's all
game. Yeah, definitely have
Yeah,
this game.
so
I'm just thinking about
he
some.
files that. He's got CNCs still, so that could be a thing, which would be unfortunate.
I do have CNCs. That definitely is a thing.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, it was a very unlucky timing for me that turn.
I'm gonna pitch Tome of Findel. So Tome's in the deck when you have run Mage Masters. Unfortunately, I'm running Null Rune. Well, not unfortunately, I blocked a shit ton off the Null Rune. So I'm not
I'm
happy
in
I don't have
handy.
the Null Rune. However, I think arsenaling this card is a mistake without Mage Masters. I think taking a
Mhm.
turn off to have to pitch to play this card without go again into Viserai is just a trap. So I'm gonna pitch
Mm.
2 and then pitch 3 to play this Terror Sunder. So
Okay.
I have 2 floating after that. That enables me to then pitch a blue, 2 and those for 7
Mhm.
dominate. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to
So
keep the pressure up here.
luckily, I do have Skullcap active now for 2 blocks, so I could use 1 card plus my full armor suite.
Mm-hmm.
Would make me break Skeleton, but I think at this point in the game, it's going to be an inevitability. So
It's fair.
let's see which card I want to block with.
Yeah, getting this out is pretty good. But then again, I don't have that many threats, but I still have the CNCs. I still have the red pummels. I still have some other cards that can like brute force. I still have crippling crush. So I'm kind of okay with this.
Right.
Without creepers, Viserai is less explosive. That I could probably try to block out until my hand is okay. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
crazy.
Let's see. What's the best bang for my buck here? Okay, I think I've got an idea. Let's block with my E-Strike. That's the card you let me keep, by the way, was E-Strike. But
Mm.
with lower card hands, it's not really going to work out that well, so I figured might as well
Yeah, you
have
can't. Yeah,
better
you can't.
tempo without it.
Can't play
And
that
I'll
one.
use my entire armor suite for 4 more
Yeah.
skull cap and my 2 armor pieces, breaking skeleton.
Yeah, that's fair. It's funny on my plan later. If I actually had the pummel still in the arsenal from the last plan, I could have pummeled for the Terra Sunder, which would be pretty funny. But I still think the Dominate Crippling is still obviously better. But like between that and that, I got all your armor. You have three cards.
I got
You have
one left, 1 armor left.
You got 1 armor left on the skull cap, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I'll draw 4. Pass it to you.
Okay. I'll start things off with a Mordred Tide.
Sure.
That was a card I was gonna play 2 turns ago when you crippling me. And I
Fair enough.
had a really good Sonata potential discount with Skeleton that turn.
Good.
So, ouch.
Take
Yeah.
it.
I'm gonna play Become the Arc Knight, creating 2 rune chance,
Sure.
and I will discard Consuming Volition here to go grab a non-attack action.
Mm-hmm.
Just gotta think of the right one. Um, so I'm thinking Sonata is my play. I'll go grab that.
Yep, that's fair. Try to get another attack
One more
action.
attack threat. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Because I
that's
do
fair.
have Go Again built in the card that I have in my hand, so I do want to draw another attack. So let's play Sonata, creating 2 more rune chance. Going to 4, reveal top 3. Let's go. Tome, okay. Mordred,
It's
need
the
an
one you're gonna
attack.
get. Non-attack, non-attack. That's a
Shrill,
shrill.
a blue shrill. So I can't play it unfortunately, but it will be pitch fodder.
You'll be pinging me
Just
for
go
one at
back
the
on
moment.
top. Yes, for 1 arcane.
Uh,
Thanks for reminding me.
no problem. I think I'm going to be pitching unmovable. So I have 2
Okay,
floating.
sounds good. Okay, I will attack you with a rune flash for 4. It's going to be 4 arcane with 4 physical. Go again.
Okay, so 2 arcane from the 2 floating.
Okay, so 2 left.
Do I want to block the other 2?
CNC 2.0 or
Uh,
CNC at home.
I don't think I can effectively block this out super well. So I'm just gonna have to pitch Imposing Visage to block the other 2 arcane. So I have 1 floating.
Sure. Yeah.
And for 4 physical, I'm gonna block with Pulverize. So the idea was to keep the blue, keep the Pulverize, heave.
Yeah.
But the issue is that I would be so low that the chances of me keeping 2 blue cards are like
Yeah.
blocking for like there's
Very minimal.
a lot of 4-card hands in Viscera do like 10 plus damage. So it's
Yeah. And I still got a Revel in there, which might not be able to play, but with a go again attack, I would be able to. But
yeah. So I'm blocking
okay,
3,
cool.
taking 1.
Yep, sounds good. Like you said, I will just pitch for Rosetta. Would have liked to spend 2 on grass, but I already had 2 rune chance banked, so couldn't really do that. But it will be 2 physical and then 4 more arcane.
2 physical, 4 arcane. So 1 arcane off from imposing. So it's 3 more arcane.
Yeah.
Sorry,
One of them's
what's
source of 2. So it's
oh,
one
so
one,
it's 1 and
one
yeah.
two,
So it's 1 and 2.
and then 2 physical. Yeah. So currently Skullcap is not active, so you can't actually block out the full 2.
I will block. Sorry, I'll take
Take
the 3
3
remaining
arcane.
arcane. Yep.
Okay, and then we
And
have 2
then
physical still.
I'm gonna take the 2 physical, go down to 5,
Okay.
turn my skull cap on.
Fair enough, yeah. All right, passing it to you. Not really arsenaling anything. It wouldn't have been worth arsenaling the blue skull shrill.
The shrill?
Of
No,
Skull
not
Form.
really.
Yeah,
Because then if you don't like draw go again, it's just like such a dead card.
yeah, precisely.
So the last card in my hand was a red. It was a steadfast, which is actually quite
Mm-hmm.
bad into Viserai. It's really more for Kano.
Right.
I'm gonna use it.
But it is Blitz, so you can't even side out. So
No, I can't even set it out because it's not. For anyone who's wondering, you can't just like say the source is a rune chant because each rune chant is one source. So this 6
Yeah.
would be blocking one rune chant.
exactly.
It's really not what I needed there. If you play like Amplify or something, I would have considered pitching a blue to play it.
Yeah, precisely.
But here, I think just pitching it. I definitely don't want to arsenal that card. Very bad. I'm just gonna be creating a seismic surge and drawing up and hoping that you don't have like amazing pressure.
Yeah. All right. Let's play Gorgtone. Good start. Think about this a little bit. Kind of a good card here. Okay. I think I'm gonna play this regardless. So it's gonna be Mordred Tide, creating 1 rune chant. Now I kind of want to play this out, but I need the pitch, so I will. Okay, not the end of the world. I think I will pitch the Mavrion. You come in with meet and greet.
Sure.
I want to play Marvion, but it's my only not red card, so I kind of had to pitch that. It's gonna be 1 rune chant, and then I'm creating 2 more. And yeah, pretty much, if you don't block this, meet and greet gains go again.
Yeah, I will be pitching. There's just no reason to like not pitch for that, so I will be pitching 2 floating. That's 4 physical.
4 physical on hit, create 2 more rune chants because of the Mordred.
Yeah, I have to block that, so it's going to be a pulverize, and I'm going to use the tectonic plating to block for 4.
Fair enough. That's my second Mordred, so I'm done. Passing it to you. I got 2 rune chants banked, which is nice.
Okay.
Okay.
My hand was quite poor again, which is very sad. Yeah, for some reason I thought you had go again anyways, so I pitched the blue, which is probably the wrong call.
I really wanted, yeah, that's what I really wanted to go again. I had another good attack there, which I could have played if you didn't give me go again. But I kind of assumed you would. It's 1 arcane, might as well block it.
That's fair. I'll pitch a pummel to create a seismic surge, and I'll arsenal card. Not really much I could have done. A lot of red awkwardness going on with that pulverize.
Yeah, no, this is pretty awkward here for me as well.
Good.
I don't even need all these cards. It's kind of rough.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, without creepers, it's kind of hard to get rid of your hands.
I really needed to draw the Mavrion Skies in conjunction with this hand to gain go again. I just didn't draw them at the right time. I think I only run 2 yellow, 2 blue in this deck. I don't run the reds. I think reds are pretty uncommon now that I think about it. But yeah, the yellow that turn, if I had a better card to pitch, I would have. I would have definitely preferred to play Marvion into the meet and greet, into my other attack threat. But needed to pitch for it. So, okay. Not really much to do here. I'm just going to be pitching 3 to play... I'll just play the Runeblood Incantation blue.
Sure,
That's how bad my hand is.
Yeah, fair.
So next turn it will pop for 1 rune chant. And then for 1, I'm going to attack you with Amplify the Arcanite.
Yep.
So it's going to come in for 2 arcane and then 6 physical here.
2 arcane and 6 physical?
Yeah.
Oh, some crazy lag on my face. My God.
Oh, yeah, no
Okay.
go again, unfortunate.
Two
But
arcane.
don't have the armor block for this,
I do
so you
have
do
the
have to
armor
use
block for
something.
this. It's just going to be
Right.
in conjunction with Command and Conquer.
Yeah, I was thinking like just use armor and go down to 1 or something, but yeah,
So it's going to be
it'll be full
two,
block.
3, 6. Yep.
Sounds good. I will pass it to you.
Seismic Surge pops. Alright. Yield. Pitch for Seismic. Command and Conquer number 2. I don't know why all these cards are coming in twos. Like Pulverize, CNC. It's just like. I have one card in hand and one card in Arsenal. So this is 6. He has an Arsenal card and he has a Rune Chant. So I'm just like. That reduced to Rune Chant is like coming up eventually. So the CNC is always the best play here, I think.
Yeah.
Crying shame that the other card was also CNC in my hand, but that's life.
Oh. Oh man, yeah, this is rough. My deck is kind of thinning here to the point where I gotta close it out quickly or I'm gonna be decked out.
Yep.
Um,
It's always Bravo's
taking,
like secondary win condition.
Now I'm kind of considering whether I take the CNC here in full and go down to 1, but that's not looking likely because of my hand.
Fair enough.
And it's filled with 2 blocks. So basically I have to give up my whole hand here just to be able to
Just to survive.
block this out. Yeah, it's rough, actually, really rough. I think I'm gonna do it though. I think I have no choice. Going down to 1 with no real threat this turn is gonna really suck.
Mm-hmm.
So let's block. I'm trying to think of what I have still in this deck now to win with.
I got most of your threats
win with
out.
a deck out. Yeah. I'm gonna block with one of my threats, the Revel. So if he has Pummel, it's just over. But here's 6. I don't think he has enough pitch, or he has 2 cards left, so he could pitch for Pummel still. So that is 6 block. Everything blocks for 2.
You ask and you shall receive.
Yeah, absolutely terrible. I'll be taking 4, losing Consuming from the Arsenal, and discarding Reduce, which I had in hand.
It was in hand. It was in hand.
I just drew it. I just drew it for your CNC. Are you happy?
Oh, I'm very
Consuming
happy.
was the other card I had in Arsenal that I could have played in conjunction with the Meet and Greet, which would have been fantastic.
Yeah. If you got the go again, yeah, it's fair.
You pretty much rendered me completely inept here, so I'm gonna pass.
That's why both of these decks are high tier here. Bravo has play against this deck. You just need to like play it out correctly and not be like super greedy.
Oh, all right. Well, what do you got? No more CNCs, thank goodness.
So Seismic Surge. This Steadfast is definitely coming in for this other Seismic Surge. I don't have. I do have a Pummel left. That's a lie because I pitched a Pummel. However, I'm just gonna pitch 6 for a Crippling.
Crippling. Okay. Well, I've got 3 cards left in deck.
Yeah, I'm just trying to deck Rob out here. Like it's just the easiest way to win.
Yeah,
It's coming in for 11. He's at 3
Yeah, so I have to block 9
to live.
which
Yeah,
is possible.
because I'm gonna take 3 cards from hand.
Exactly.
Or you have another reduce, I think. So
I have Reduce still in my deck or in my hand. I could. I'm just thinking about which card I want to keep at this point. It might be this one. So I'll block for 5 Plunder Run here, and I will use the Reduce to go to 9, creating a Rune Chant, which is nice. Blocking 9, taking 2.
Works for me.
And pretty much any Dominate here on your turn is gonna end me. I will Arsenal this card, pass it to you. Last hand.
I don't even think I need to dominate because I can just swing the hammer, and there's nothing you can do to like.
Yeah, no, I think it's over.
So Surge pops. I'll pitch 2 staunch responses to play Macho Grande for 8 dominate.
Yeah, that's game.
GG.
Yeah, the card I decided to keep was the Amplify. It would have been near free to play, but
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, no, there's no way for me to inch out 3 more damage with what I had. So, good game. Good game.
Didn't think I was gonna. You had like such immense tempo early that
it was looking bad.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of a goner, but like then I realized that I had some awkward hands. Like I had the double red pummel. I had pulverized turn after turn, but those pulverized came with a steadfast, so I didn't even have the option to block out and pulverize there.
Mm,
CNCs came together. The red pummels came together. So I pitched one and arsenaled the other.
yeah.
They just like, but then the other hands were really good, right? Like I had two hands where essentially I was allowed to play crippling because I was kind of blocked from the CNCs and the pummels and the pulverized most of when I had the crippling. So on average it worked out, but I had some kind of like I had to block out even though I was like sitting there thinking about it, kind of crying. But
Yeah.
I
There
think
were
not being
turns that I really
greedy.
needed to gain. There was a point where I was at 5. You were at 5. I was at 7, and I had a 5 card hand there.
Yeah.
Literally nothing strung together that turn. So I had Revel that I could have completely dominated with if I had the Creeper still up. I didn't have
Yeah.
Mauvri on that turn either. I had to pitch it a turn earlier. So just the turns where I had to seize pressure, I just couldn't do it. So
That's
very
fair.
unlucky. And the turns where I wanted to keep everything, you got really good dominated.
Yeah.
Whatever you played. I think it was the keep forgetting the name. The card that puts a card from my arsenal back to the bottom of the deck.
Disable. Yeah.
Disable. Yeah, that turn was really big.
It's definitely like a very very good on hit to like supplement the CNCs because it's effectively the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Okay, I'll roll again.
Let's see if I can get first for once in my career here.
I got an 11, so tough luck.
All right. What do you want?
I wonder if I want to go first or second this time.
I don't even know if you want first. However, I don't know if you want me to go
Yeah.
first either. But then again, like
Exactly.
if I went first last game, that would have been really bad because my turn one hand was awful. Um, but I could also have a really good first card hand. So I think it really
Yeah.
depends. I don't
I
even
think I'm just
know.
gonna try to maybe like pitch for a rune chant or something. I'll just go first.
Yep.
See if I can set up
Yeah, because you
anything.
still get an arsenal and a rune chant, right? Like it's still
And I
pretty
can
good.
still like if I get Mauvri on, I can still kind of pump out a few more rune chants. But
Yep, that's
no
fair.
such luck. Oh, I could set up a little bit better actually. I'm gonna pitch 3 to use the grasp here, creating a rune chant.
Sure.
And floating. I will then spend 1 to play Rune Blood Incantation.
Fair enough.
And I think I might have forgotten to pop mine last game. I think there was a point where I forgot to gain the rune chant from it.
Oh, on the
That's okay.
very
But it
last
didn't
turn,
matter.
maybe.
Yeah, it didn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah,
I
yeah.
wouldn't have swung.
Yeah, because you were just arsenaling
And
pretty much every time you played
I'll just
after.
Arsenal. Yeah,
Sure,
passing it to you.
that's fair. My turn one hand
Oh, I cleaned it up. There you go. Go back there.
is actually extremely poor. Um,
hmm. Hmm. His hand is wow.
questionable.
Not good at all. Yeah, very
This
questionable.
this is my hand. I'm gonna show you how bad this hand is. So it's literally steadfast, tome, unmovable, imposing visage. It is so unbelievably bad.
Get it out of your
Swing
system now. Get the
like
rest
I
out.
can't even swing the hammer because these cards are so bad in the arsenal that it's like.
Oh man.
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to play imposing visage here, pitching 3, 4, 5, and 6. Thanking the Lord here that I can shuffle after finding a showtime and playing it
Yeah.
because I'm gonna need to.
Showtime's pretty tough. Yeah.
So I'm gonna use imposing X's 3, pitching 2, pitching 1, pitching a movable to pay for the imposing, playing a showtime to grab. What do I want to grab here? I think the play is almost always grabbing Spinal. Oh my god, my deck was actually just trolling. Okay, I'm good. It's a good thing I'm shuffling this thing. So I'm gonna grab the Spinal, and the reason is because it's just the easiest one to actually play with not a lot of cards. And I feel like if Rob comes in with something crazy, which he did turn 2 last game, I have a shot of actually getting off the Spinal with like 2 cards or something like that. Like ideally getting like 2 blues to play out tectonic plating, creating a seismic plating Spinal is pretty good. Very very good too. Very good 2 pitch hand, 2 card pitch hand. So I'll do that. I will cut the deck. I will arsenal this mystery card, and I will, I guess, order it like this. And Showtime stays on the field here because it's an aura. I will be drawing 1 card next action phase. Right now, I'm just drawing up to 4 and passing, clenching a little bit, but also passing.
Okay. Rune Blood will pop, gaining a rune chant. Technically, it stays on the board until next turn, but I'll just keep it there for now, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, well, Now this is kind of a do or die situation because I got no attacks, but I've got a lot of good non-attack actions. So
Well,
let's see if I can get it.
if you have Become or Sonata, you can just card fix,
I
right?
have Sonata, but I gotta get lucky.
Okay.
Okay, Mordred Tide into Sonata. Let's create 2 more.
Yep.
Now this has to hit, or else my turn is over. So
Good luck. Not actually. Bad
here's
luck.
a Mordred. Give me an attack, man.
Non-attack.
Oh,
Oh,
Oath.
one more. One more. One more. One more. One more.
Could be over.
One more.
Oh,
Ah,
consuming,
shit.
consuming. I'll take that. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh. Okay, I'm close. I'm
I'll
close.
put this on top. I really needed that. Oh my goodness.
Consuming.
Okay,
On the bright side, it doesn't have Go Again, unless you have Mob Skies, which is possible.
here's a mouse, guys.
Okay, well, life,
Put a
I
6.
guess.
Yes, yes. Okay, well, at least you're gonna have an extra card to draw next turn, so
Hmm.
there's that point of bright side. So I'm gonna pitch 3 to play consuming here. It will be 6. Oh, sorry, I should have pinged you for 1 earlier for the Sonata.
Yeah, one's fine. I'll take one.
You'll take the 1. Okay, fair enough. So consuming will be coming in for 6 arcane and then 4 physical. 2 floating with Go Again. Now the on hit will be to create, I believe, 2 rune chants because of Mob Skies, and then discarding
Yeah,
a card with consuming.
I can't let consuming hit. So 6 arcane.
Yeah. So you've already taken 1, so the consuming effect is
Yeah,
active
what's
already.
another 6?
That's
Well,
another
yeah.
6, exactly.
Well, yeah. I would have like blocked either way, but I think what I do is I probably block with Skullcap and this. Do I pitch this and pray? Hmm.
You have Go Again.
Yeah, you have Go Again, you have 2 floating, you have 1 card in Arsenal?
1 card in Arsenal. Yeah, exactly. So at least the Rosetta would be coming out for another 6 damage.
Yeah, which is a lot. Which is fair.
Mm.
So I can block out the 4, take 6, go to 13? Oh my god, that sounds kind of bad.
Mm.
Like with 1 more card, I could have like some really nuts stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure your turn's gonna be pretty good, which I'm happy. That Sonata, if that had failed, my turn would have been over. I couldn't attack with Shrill.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could have, I guess, pitched Mob for Shrill, but that'd be it. No Go Again.
Yeah, this is tough. I think what I have to do is soak this. Well, partially blocking Arcane is kind of like meh.
Right. Like most of it is just to block for the on hits or to get the effects of, the meet and greets and the mobs, the consuming, sorry.
I'm
Now
gonna.
that it's already hit, it's already kind of active.
Yeah, yeah, you convinced me already. You don't have to keep going. You don't have to keep selling it, Rob. I am gonna block out with armor because this is obviously like one of the
Before.
on hits, other than meet and greet. Like this is one of the big ones. So I'm gonna block with 2 and
Yeah.
2.
All right. Well, very sad day for you. I do have a Revel in Arsenal. So Revel is going to
Wow.
be gaining a ton of rune chance because of the Mobs, guys. So it's going to be
You
2
mean the
Reviz.
Mordred?
Sorry, I keep saying Mauve. I mean Mordred. Yeah.
Yeah.
Going to 2 more because of Viserai, and then Revel will create 4 plus 1 more, so 5 more. Going to 9. And I will attack with Rosetta. Here you go. So it's going to be 9 plus 2. So 11 arcane plus 2 physical.
Literally lethal turn 2. Okay, fair enough.
Power of Viserai.
Yeah, no, it does do things like this. 9
All because Sonata hit.
all because Sonata hit. So I will block 3, take
Taking 6
6
more. And then the 2 after that from the other. There's 2 more arcane, by the way.
There's 2 more arcane.
There's 11 arcane total. Yeah. So
Okay,
you're
2
blocking.
more.
So you're taking 8 damage if you just block 3.
Yeah, I took 8 already.
You took it. Okay. And just measly 2 physical after that.
Man drew Mordred Sonata twice in 2 games. Let me.
And you still came back game 1. Let that be the motivation you need to pull through.
Yeah, I guess I'll block with Crater Fist on the physical.
Yeah, sounds good.
I don't. Yeah, sounds great. Sounds awesome. I mean, my turn 1 hand was like awful, but to be fair, but It is Blitz, right? One bad hand and you could cost you the game.
Exactly.
Showtime
Especially
will
against.
pop. Let's see if this was worth it. It was worth it.
Okay. Glad to hear it.
Uh,
I know he took Spinal last turn, so that's gonna hurt. If he gets a dominated Spinal, my turn's pretty much over. I don't have an Arsenal, so I can't even pretend to block that fully.
you can't even.
Can't even
But
conceive of it.
but you
So
can
if you got a
odd.
dominated, I can odd block it out. Sure.
Stop. Um,
Dad jokes coming strong. Yeah.
mm,
So my biggest fear here is going to be dominated crippling, or crippling plus
you mean
pommel.
Spinal?
I keep saying crippling. I meant spinal.
Yeah. I mean, I have two options here. I think the best option is kind of the one that Rob said already.
hmm Yeah, just end my turn pretty much.
Yeah, so it's gonna be. I did have a pummel in hand, but not super useful here. So it's gonna
Mm,
be two and
yeah.
five. So I've pitched six and one, so seven. I have one card in hand, coming in for nine dominate.
Yeah. Quite good. So pretty much just going to be block for me. Um, block for 3. Now I do have a way to fully block this if I want to with armor.
Yep.
Um, it's not really worth. Do I have a turn with this? He's at 5, so maybe I should try to push damage. I guess now is a good time to use armor. Now, one thing that's funny, I could use all of my armor, including these creepers, and keep the oath. Should have thought that before I blocked with it, but no, that's not really smart. I'll go with the skeleton Arcanite Grasp here, so I will block it out, giving me my go again. So blocking for
Yep.
7.
Take two.
Yeah,
I'll Arsenal pass.
take 2. My hand isn't that explosive, but any kind of damage I can do now is worth using equipment for, I think. So I'll start off with a Gorganian Tome. So I'll draw
Sure.
a card. Yeah, not what I wanted at all. So let's see. Let's see. Thing is, my hand is exceptionally good, just not enough pitch. I think I have lethal in these 3 cards with like. I think I need like 1 pitch
Yeah,
to make this work.
that's like literally every blitz game of my life. If I had one more pitch, you'd be dead. It's like, but you don't.
Thinking about which card I want to keep. I think I'm gonna keep this and pitch. This is gonna look crazy, but I'm gonna pitch Mordred to attack
Hmm.
with a meet and greet. So
With uh,
with
with
1 rune chant generated from that.
no go again though, right?
No go again. I do have the creepers, but no pitch to use them. So
Hmm. It's four though.
it is 4, and the on hits is not active. No, it is. It's still active. Yeah. So I do create a rune chant if it hits.
Oh yeah, it's definitely still active.
Yeah, yeah. I thought that
Uh,
was arcane dependent, but no, it's not.
no, it's gonna be a disable and a skull cap.
You got it. Okay. Well, I got my rune chant. I will arsenal this last card, passing it to you.
Yep.
Now this is
Fair.
where it gets scary because a few good well stringed combos from you, and I'm on the backseat again.
Dominated crippling.
Oh, yeah, that's how it happens.
Well, I mean, my entire plan by taking all this damage was I had spinal, I had crippling, pummel, blue, and showtime on the field, right? So my options were like, okay, pitch a blue, hope that I get a blue, mitigate a little bit of damage, come back, try to arsenal the crippling, and try to have back to backs, or just tank and hope I can get like a pummel spinal off, which would have been the wrong play with your revel. I didn't know you had a revel, obviously, but in hindsight, is obviously the correct play is the one I did, but it could have easily gone south.
Oh yeah, definitely. So this is gonna hit regardless. I cannot fully block this. 11.
Yeah. After I saw you use armor, I'm like, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Good.
Your
Just
skull
thinking
cap's
about
never going to be on either. I'm at
what
5.
2 cards I want to keep here.
It's fair.
Yeah. Crippling, I get to decide what to discard, right?
No, it's random. I'm gonna tell you
It's
one
still
more
random.
time. Game 3, if this goes to game 3, it's still nothing. There's gonna be no errata between game 1 and game 2.
You sure?
Just made
Can we look
it.
it up?
We could, but
Did I ask about crippling last turn? I forget what I asked. Okay,
you
might have
literally
been
you
crippling.
literally asked about crippling. Of like, is it my
I thought
choice?
that
I'm
was
like, no, that's
I was
pummel.
asking about Terra Sunder or something,
No,
but
no, no.
they're all random, aren't they? Okay.
Uh, well, Terror Sunder is. Did I use a Terror Sunder this game? Oh, I don't want to go look in the deck
You
for it. I
didn't
used it
use it
last
this
game.
game.
Last game. Last game.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, thing is, I think I want to take the 11 here.
And just hope you keep the cards you want to keep.
Hope
I
I
get
keep
it.
two cards that can put enough pressure to keep me in the game. So here you go. Take away two cards, 1 to 4.
Take away 1 and 3.
So I'm not keeping these. Okay.
Yeah, you're discarding those. He seems too pleased about that.
Plunder and Oath. So these are the two
Uh,
cards I wanted the least. So,
oh well, life
but
is unlucky.
it doesn't actually matter too much because I can't. No matter what two cards you gave me, I can't do that much anyway. But it is something. It will still be
Oops. Sorry, I drew one too
still
many
be an
cards there.
E-Strike for 7. I'll bottom this. So here we go. 1 Arcane and 7 Physical.
1 arcane and 7 physical.
Yeah, E-Strike's really what I wanted to keep there. Didn't really matter which other card you gave me, but it was Plunder, Oath, E-Strike, and the card I put at the bottom.
1 and 7, huh? I'll take the 1. There's really no reason not to block the 1.
Yeah, creepers are still active, so it doesn't matter.
Mm,
Yeah, what a crazy game. You came back from 5 to 20, I think. Oh, the other crippling. Let's go.
yeah, I know. It was really depressing. 3, 4, 5. Take 2.
Okay. I'm still afraid of like a Terra Sunder into Anothos, but we'll see.
It's not
I'll draw back up.
Not Terror Sunder, but I am gonna put pressure.
Hmm. So
If
2
I
is
had,
nice.
if I had a second, if I had a second blue, I would Terror Sunder you, but I can't. So I'll create a seismic surge with the blue pitch from unmovable to floating,
Hmm.
and I'll pitch a Terror Sunder for a Spinal Crush. So just Spinal Crippling, which is kind of depressing, but that is life.
Indeed.
So, no cripplings, no spinals.
Okay. So this is actually good news for me. I do have a full block here with my armor and a 3. Wow. All these cards do not block for 3. That's actually very sad.
I mean, you do have a lot of 2 blocks as Revels and stuff like that. Block for 2.
Yeah.
Mordred, you pitched one earlier. And then
Mhm.
you pitched one and then you used one to like crush my soul there. So not expecting another Mordred for a little while.
Ooh.
It's not dominated. It's just 9. Just to be clear.
Yeah. Yeah. This actually really hurts. If one of these was a
It's
3
supposed
block,
to.
I would have had you. So
I had
sad.
one more pitch. If one of these were, man, you sound like a good friend of ours.
Old man. Oh.
I'm not gonna say his name, but you sound like a guy we know.
uh, Sad times. Very sad times here.
Fast times at Ridgemont High.
I guess yeah, wow. It sucks. I'm gonna block 4 and I gotta go to 6, so
Give me your armor.
skull cap and grasp.
Take 3.
Have to block with the skull cap.
I think it's fine.
Jeez, man.
My
Yeah.
my phone is like, your body needs a workout as I'm sitting here playing card games.
You're working out your mind, okay? The app doesn't know.
The app does it though.
The app has no idea. So you have no armor, which is nice.
Hey man, I tried.
But I'm in very dangerous territory right now. It's sad to think that I've fallen so far from that 20 health.
So
That
far from
15
grace.
health lead. Exactly.
Blitz
Started from the top, now we're here.
started from the bottom. Now we're here. Gonna try to do what I did last game.
Yeah. All right. Well, I had a really good hand. I'm gonna be pitching just for a Spellblade Assault. Still 4 physical, which is kind of awkward, but you do have 2 health, so you could block with 3. Getting 2 rune chants. If I had a rune chant, would have been much better. Hit my camera. Sorry.
Earthquake. What do I want to do here? This hand is kind of awful. Oh, it's not terrible, but like it's not great either. You have one floating? Okay, well,
Yeah,
you can't really creepers Rosetta, so that's kind of nice.
that's what I could have done if I had one more pitch.
If you had one
um,
more pitch.
but it would have been actually much worse than that if I could keep like one more card.
I think I'm gonna pitch this staunch response to steadfast. And the reason I'm doing
Okay.
this is because I don't think blocking out with a card just to keep steadfast and go to one is the play. So I'm gonna steadfast the whole thing. Sorry,
That makes sense.
declaring that as the target, blocking
Yeah,
6.
that's cool.
It's essentially 2 cards for 6, but I'm using a D-react and a pitch, which is not bad.
All right, well that's that for me.
So let's keep the pressure with a CNC. Seismic
So
Surge
you
CNC.
will.
No
What do you
no
have left?
hand, no nothing. It's just
Okay.
6. But at least like it forces a blow. It doesn't force a block, but it is lethal, so
Yeah,
I'm taking a card from Arsenal, you know.
exactly.
See, now I wish I had invert existence.
Oh man.
Man, I want to go first. What is this? Why do I have to keep going second in this matchup? It's so sad.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I gotta block this. I'll block for 6. Become and meet and greet.
I'll take it. That's some good
Yeah.
stuff.
And again, you're stopping my lethal stuff.
Well, you want me to just bend over, Rob? Come on now.
Now I'm debating whether I even want to attack with
Waste the
should
root
probably still,
chance.
I should probably still attack with Rosetta. Yeah, but the extra pressure, I kind of need to do it right now. So I'll pitch 3 for a Rosetta. So 2 arcane, 2 physical. They're both lethal. You gotta deal with both. 2-card hand is not great on Bravo. So I mean, it's okay with Fernothos, but at least it won't be like.
Yeah, I'm definitely just going to be blocking with the Rouse. Oh, sorry, there's 2 arcane coming first, right?
Yep.
I'll pitch with the Rouse to block the 2 rune chance.
Yep.
I'll block with a buckling blow.
Okay, cool. I'm done.
I'm just gonna pitch a blue for a Nothos for 4.
Ooh. Okay.
Nothing crazy. Just 4.
Yeah. 4. Hmm. Okay, so I need these. Need that. Just kind of counting what I need here.
Fair enough.
Hmm. This is not good.
It's just 4. Come on now.
It's actually not good.
It happens to be.
gonna-
It happens to be lethal, but
I'm gonna. What do we have left in hand? 1 card?
1 card.
Okay, no problem. I'll actually pitch to use reduce here.
Okay, then I will take the 2-card block on the Anothos. Essentially, is what you're saying.
No, you don't know how bad my hand is right now.
Oh, I mean, I guess it's not great. It might be double reduced. Would be hilarious.
All red and very expensive cards. So
Fair
if
enough.
I use Rune Flash to pitch, I'm actually just going to use another Rune Flash attack with Rosetta here. 1 arcane, 2
1
physical.
and 2. Okay, so I have this pulverize in my hand. The issue is there's a card in my arsenal, and I don't know if I can get it out in time.
Oh,
And
man.
so I'm gonna
Do you
pitch this
pull out for
pulver.
Pulverize? Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah, I was
gonna
gonna
not
say.
at this stage of the game. Pulverize is not an entity, so I'm gonna pitch the pulverize to block the 1, and I'm going to block the Rosetta with imposing visage.
Okay. Oh man, it's so sad. Like my hands, I think we talked about this earlier about Viserai, but the hands are just very very
Feast
scattered.
or famine is overstated
yeah.
in this game.
turn
especially
one deal
early.
like 20 damage, turns
Yeah.
3 to 5 like can't string together or anything. It's really tough.
Well, because I took damage to put on pressure, and I was able to get tempo because I had 2 tempo pieces in my hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just gonna Nothos here
Okay.
for 4.
Is it a 4 or a 6? It's a 4.
I only pitched 1 card. I have 1 card in hand and 1 card in arsenal.
Okay.
And I'm at 2. You're at 4.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of hand you got or what you're counting. Just make sure you're not 1 energy off like last time.
I probably am okay. So we have a card in arsenal. You said.
I have a card in arsenal. Yeah, I put this card in arsenal.
But you have a card in hand. Sorry.
Yeah, I have a card in hand. I put this in arsenal
There's,
like last turn or the turn before.
there's
2
no way
turns
that's
ago.
not a pummel. There's like no way that's not a pummel.
It's definitely a pummel.
Definitely a pummel.
100%
So let's
pummel.
see what I can do. Okay. Okay.
As I said before, it's always a pummel.
Always
whether
a
it is
pummel.
whether it is or not,
It's Schrodinger's
that's not the
pummel.
voice. It's Schrodinger's
Yeah.
pummel. You got it.
Okay. So let's see what I can do here. Da-da.
Oh, Peanut.
Da-da. Peanut, help me.
She just ran up on the couch. It's just like attentive.
He knows I'm in danger.
She knows
I'm
you're...
in danger.
I'm in danger.
The thing is, playing around pummel really screws up my hand, but I know you have it.
So play around
You've
it.
got it.
The thing is, if I have pummel and you play around it, I just wait and then I just play. Like it's just gonna be like eating cards for no reason.
I think I'm banking. I'm banking on it being a blue pummel. I think, because red, I think you kill me anyway.
Sure. That's fair. Like
Right.
the first game I blue pummeled you, it still did a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I can't play this, so it's gonna be E strike block.
Are you clenching? Calm down.
Yeah.
It's just a game of flesh
So
and blood.
you're going to 6 with a blue pummel. Red pummel, I die anyway. So I'll just block 3. All right. Kill me with a red pummel if you got it. Don't be a red pummel.
All right, chat.
Be a blue pummel.
All right, chat.
Be a blue pummel, please.
What color does everyone in this imaginary Twitch chat think it is? I'm gonna pitch a blue. Let's.
There's no way you're just gonna blue pummel me to not kill me, right? Like it's red. Just tell me.
Oh, it's a red pummel.
Oh my god. Yeah, you actually won. Yeah, cards I decided to keep: Sonata, Gloomveil, and Mauvrion, with a Revel in Arsenal for like forever.
So you wanted to like.
So yeah, I mean, I had to keep. So I had to keep swarming for sure.
Yeah.
I could have kept. I think these 3 would have still worked and gotten lucky with a Sonata maybe. But then I'm blocking.
How much armor do you have
5.
left?
I've got 1 left to use. Well, I guess I
Yeah.
have the creepers, but creepers had to be played for the Revel.
For the Revel? I think you just
I could
block.
have go again.
I
So I'm
think
thinking that
you just block. Yeah, which one's in Arsenal?
it was Revel.
Oh, it's Revel. Just block with Mauve V-Strike.
Could have.
That's always the play, I think. Because, like, you block for 5 over my 4.
Yeah.
Puts you to 1 if I have red pummel. So you are playing around it, but you're not, like, tanking for it.
We can see what I could have gotten off Sonata. I didn't really want to rely on it, but
All right, let's say you block for it and then you're down to 1. Let's pretend you.
I'll
block
give you
for
the
5.
game because I definitely misplayed, so it's okay.
Oh, you'll give me the game. That's very nice of you.
I
You
will
realize
graciously give you the
you
game.
realize this was 20-5 at one point, right? Just want
I
to
know.
point that out there. You're giving
I
me the
know.
game, and I came back from this. I think I deserve the game.
You do.
All right, so you do that, and what happens?
So it would have been Sonata. Let's see what I get.
Yeah.
I have no rune chance. I would have popped Skeleton if I had enough rune chance, but swarming, reduce. Oh,
Non-attack.
attack. Okay, I
So,
would have whipped anyway.
you miss on Sonata. So then you
Yeah.
Sonata, no Arcane comes through, which is actually very important because if Arcane came through, I would have been forced to pitch. Let's see what my next hand was.
Yeah. If I had gotten an attack there, that attack probably would have been pitched to use these creepers into
Well, you
into Revel.
have swarming, right?
To swing. So it would have been swarm. Yeah, exactly. So it would have been swarming.
Creates a
And then the
creates a
attack I
rune
would
check.
have gained from Sonata. Yeah. So
that would have come in for 3. I would have blocked with Pulverize for 3. You would have had a rune chant, and then you would have.
I have Revel. So it would have been the attack action card to pitch for the creepers.
But you didn't have it. Yeah, that's fair.
But I didn't get it. Then I could have reveled into Sonata for like a
Yeah.
bunch more damage,
So
which
so
would have
you're
probably been lethal.
yeah your plan strategy I guess wouldn't have worked off the Sonata because you whiffed. But
Even if I had
understand.
blocked.
Even if you
Yeah.
have blocked.
I wanted to keep
quote
Marvin for a
unquote
guarantee.
yeah.
Marvin would have been a guarantee there, but yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. I think I would
Wow.
have blocked for
Congrats
5.
on
would've
winning on
whiffed.
that.
I mean, this deck
Yeah.
is like surprisingly sneaky, and I had some really awkward. Like you saw my turn one. My turn one was like, it was going second with that hand is just absolutely bad, and I think winning twice on Bravo going second into Vis is quite good, especially like cards like Steadfast are dead in the game. Tome is dead in the game because of no Mage Masters. So there's a bunch of like dead cards in this matchup, which is kind of awkward. It kind of makes me want to like if Viserai is like more prominent in the games I know I'm gonna play, I just don't I just don't play those cards. But I think Steadfast is just so good against Kano, just so good
Right.
against Kano. But
We
it
talked
might
a lot
just be
about
like
it on the podcast.
yeah,
episode of the
we
week.
did.
The
But like
podcast.
I think it's like versus 2 cards for a matchup that might not happen. It's like you know what I mean? It's like oh you use
Yeah.
Steadfast and be like Kano doesn't show up, or you
Yeah.
don't run it, it shows up. You could still beat Kano because I run a lot of blues. I run Null Rune. I have the Arcane Land, and I have Null 3 or Null 4 or something like that. But I don't. What else was there to say about those games? I think both of them started off. You started off very strong. I think your game 2 turn
Game
2.
1 was a little less strong. I did lose
Yeah.
creepers pretty early. My regret is using creepers that early, I think. Because I could have needed it. I needed it really badly for the turns after that. Because I think I had a Revel that I just couldn't play ever. So
Yeah, I think that's playing
popping it
Rebel
early
is very
didn't
hard.
work out for me. This game I feel like I didn't. Well, I probably could have just played better in general. Like I think keeping 5-card hands instead of attacking for Rosetta for like a few times. I think, but I tried to keep the Revel dream alive for way too long, when maybe I didn't really need to do that. I mean, it was stuck in Arsenal. I actually could not play it.
Yeah,
So it was actually stuck there for a long time.
yeah.
And your threats were actually quite annoying. Like you had CNC, you had I think back to back, right? It was maybe 2 or 3 turns in a row that you had something. It was like
Yeah,
this.
I had
this
oh
island
yeah.
crippling.
I took
into
the
CNC?
I took the damage to like guarantee at least back-to-back threats that were like tangible, and then after that I was able to string together. I think there were a couple dead turns where I just like pitched for a seismic, or I just like arsenaled when I
Right.
arsenaled the pummel. I just literally pitched for a Nothos arsenal pummel. Like there were turns in between where I didn't get anything, or cards where like I had Terra Sunder, but I had to pitch for the second Spinal. Other
Yeah.
turns I drew Spinal and Crippling, so I had to block with Crippling to play the Spinal, which is like the threat density is not super high, but I
Well,
think
one thing I remember I did badly. Sorry, was I kept the reduced to rune chant in hand when I didn't have rune chants. I kind of forgot that attacking with Rosetta would have depleted them, so
Yeah.
I kept it in hand. I should have probably just overpitched to replenish my hand with something better. So I ended up having to pitch to play it. So there was maybe that I could have done better.
on the Anothos, yeah, I remember.
On the Anothos. Yeah, I had to pitch for it.
I don't even think of that's that bad of a play, because at least you're full blocking the Anothos, and you're not like
Right.
it's usually going to be 2 cards if you don't want to take damage, unless you're using armor, which I don't think
Yeah.
you really could have, unless you want to break something.
But I think I might have been high enough to warrant just taking a bit of damage there. But I think my hand wasn't really great to begin with. The one card I drew instead of the reduce could have mattered a lot there, but hard to tell if that was the right play, I guess.
Yeah, it's also like, as you said before, it's like, oh well, if you did what I would have done and blocked with 2 cards and tried the Sonata play, you whiff, and then that play doesn't even work. So it's like, even if there was the better play in hindsight, it's like, oh well, that play might have not actually worked out, especially if
Yeah.
you're trying to use variance.
I think if I had to blame one thing, it was keeping the Revel in Arsenal for that long, and maybe just Arsenaling in general wasn't the play because
I think into Bravo you just can't you can't arsenal those kinds of cards, because they're just so like they're so
I'm going to be
you need
keeping
that slot.
2-3 cards max, I think, per turn at that point.
If I have a threat,
And
yeah.
Revel into it with a 2-card hand just can't work. So it was very hard to play it.
I totally agree. With that, I hope everybody enjoyed our best of 3 series. Bravo takes that one 2-0. I thought it would probably go to game 3, and it probably should have
I was hoping
on
for
average.
that, but yeah.
But it is what it is. I think these are 2 very competitive heroes. If anyone is looking for playing, depending on their play style, Two very, very good heroes to bring into your skirmish events, to bring into the battle hardened events. Very, very good classes. Both of them recently getting top 8s in the battle hardened UK events, probably going to be mainstays in the US events. So I definitely would recommend. The list will be in the description. If you like our content, feel free to subscribe, like, comment. We have a Twitter. You can follow our Twitter. I actually do release some Spotify links early for like a lot of our good discussion content, and I also bring up the schedule for our weekly schedule. If you're curious on what we have going on this week and you want an idea of when you can expect to tune in, obviously subscribe and you'll know for sure. But like if you want to see like the full week picture, you are able to get that off our Twitter, and so that's kind of interesting. With that, we still have the giveaway going on till the end of March. The raffle will go on in April. We will post a video like we did for the 100 sub giveaway. With that, if you have any questions for me and Rob about these decks, about our play, anything like that, feel free to leave a comment. With that, whenever you're watching this video, whether it be morning, afternoon, or nighttime, I wish you a good morning, good afternoon, or good night. Thanks for watching.